Well, hello everybody. They put these things on. How we doing? Man, I tell you what. Hey, man, we got all kinds of people in here already. Thank you. Ray's Motor Life. Uh oh my gosh, Evil Rick, Mr. and Mrs. Thupper, XM Biker, man, Mayhem Mike, how you doing? Oh, man, I tell you what. Uh I did not get a lot of footage of the rally itself. What you saw on the premiere is what you got. And can everybody hear me okay? Is it too loud? Is it fine? Whatever. If you need me to adjust it, I can adjust it. Um, yeah, I when I walked over to the biker games, I kind of stood there for a while. Yeah, you usually have more fun than filming. That's right. And I was just kind of sitting there watching, and I thought, man, I don't know anybody here. And I looked over to my right, and I thought, that gal over there looks like Mrs. Thumper. So I walked over there, and she kind of looked up at me like, who in the heck is this guy? you know? And I kind of leaned down. I said, Lone Cowboy Adventures. Oh, and she jumped up and, how you doing? Give me a hug. And, White Rock Homestead, how you doing? Uh, but yeah, it was cool. And I was like, where's Mr. And she says, he's right there. And I turn around and there he was wearing shorts and he's filming all the biker game things. Well, I didn't get the video of the hanging hot dog deal. And I uh I had a good time just watching that stuff, and I thought, man, if my wrists were a little bit stronger, you know, and I told Miss Linda when I got back, I says, yeah, we would be champions of the hanging hot dog deal, where you had to bite it down. In fact, she might be in here commenting, but for those of you that don't know what game that is they have a deal with a hot dog on a string. I don't know how they hold the hot dog on there. I don't know if it's hung on there, but I hope it's not a fish hook. But the uh, the rider and his passenger go really slow underneath it, and then this passenger gal, I hope it's a gal. They go real slow and almost stop, and she raises up and bites as much of that hot dog off of that string as she can. And that's my first time ever watching any of that stuff. So yeah, but anyway, uh, it was a really good time. If I would have been 25 years younger, I probably could have hung out, all night long with some of them people. But you know, I had worked Friday during the day, 10 hours in the seat. Miss Linda came down with the dog, Trigger is what her name is, and I took off and I headed south. And when I got to Joplin, Missouri, I thought, man, I might have to find a place to, behind an old store or something, to set up. But I don't know. I kind of got a little leery about that, so I headed to the Neo Show. I kind of looked at my phone for hotels.com, and I went ahead and I went on down to Neo Show. Got a Super 8 down there. In fact, it was right next to the Tyson plant, and went to sleep. Got up next morning, took a shower, and headed on south. And it was an awesome time. That's the second time I've been down there, and I took a January trip down there when Adam advertised 50% off the cabins and stuff. Hey, White Rock Homestead. Cool. Good to see you. In fact, I just watched your guys' video today on the homestead deal. Uh, But yeah, I that tunnel too is just pretty cool. That's down in Arkansas. It's on the way to Fort Smith. And I wanted to make sure I got that on film this time because last time in January when it went down, I didn't get it on camera. I didn't even know it was there. So yeah. But anyway, back to the Thumpers. uh Mrs. Thumper and I, we talked a little bit, and I didn't see Mr. Thumper really talk to him till later on. And after it was, I was standing there at the stage area right there where that motorcycle came through, and I kind of looked off to my left. In fact, before that, one of the vendors was a chiropractor, and they had a chiropractor table set up. And Mrs. Thumper and some other gal was going to get a back massage or something, and I guess she wanted to be filmed. I don't know who it was, but uh, I said, "What are y'all doing?" She was, "Oh, she's getting a massage, I guess." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." I said, "Where's Mr. Thumper?" I don't know where he's at. So later on, I was down there in front of the stage watching the stuff. The one cool thing that I really enjoyed that I did not film out of respect for everybody in the crowd and whatnot was Adam called everybody down towards the stage from the pavilion, and we removed cover and they played the national anthem. And Adam and Ashley and I don't know who else was on stage, um, and where I was standing, everybody in the crowd around me was singing along with the national anthem, and that was awesome. And um, that was that was cool. You know, the man's done a lot for the veterans over the years, and they just I have lots of respect for Mr. Sandoval and Ashley because man, gosh, she's been with him for quite a while. So, and but anyway, after the national anthem, I just kind of stood back, and I looked off to my left, and here's Mr. Thumper standing there by himself, and I'm like, what? So I say, "Hey, Thumper, what are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, just hanging out, standing around," you know. So I said, "Well, where's Mrs. Thumper?" He goes, "I don't know. I haven't seen her for a while." I said, "Well, I seen her up at a massage tent." She says, "A massage? Where do you get a massage around here?" So I told him where I seen him, where I seen her, and uh Thumper. Oh my gosh. Uh that's a couple of people I think I could party with. But yeah. But later on that after that I went up by the office and hung out and talked to an old guy up there, a couple of guys, and here comes Mr. and Mrs. Thumper, and they come up and sat down, and about that time I was like, "Man, uh, I've got to go crawl in the tent because I'm tired. I'm exhausted." So that's the video of me in the tent and stuff. So yeah, from what I've seen Saturday, everybody was pretty much well behaved. I don't know because the party was still going on when I went and laid down. Miss Linda is in the house. Everybody say hi to Miss Linda. Uh, but yeah, um, I had a really good time. I got up and it was still dark, because I'm serious. Some dude was down there just a cranking on his bike. It almost seemed like it was all night long. And it started not too long after I left the office area. I don't know if he was in the burnout pit. Maybe the Thumpers know, and uh but I thought, my gosh, dude, if you want to blow your bike up, I can bring something up there and I'll put a hole in it and I can blow it up pretty quick. So yeah. Uh but I woke up and it was still dark, and I walked up to to the office area, and I thought, well, I wonder if somebody's going to get coffee up here. And the office was still closed and everything. I walked in the bathroom. The showers were being used at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. And I thought, well, I'm packing up. I'm headed for Antlers, Oklahoma. I'll get me some coffee down there. So, yeah. But, Honda Shadow. Okay. Yeah. I I don't know, man. I just couldn't do that to my bike. Races Ray's Moto Life says that would be an issue for me because I'm up at 3:30 every morning and I need coffee. Yeah, I had a French press with me. I could put water in it and make coffee and whatnot, but I just wanted to get the heck out of there. And it was weird because I woke up, the neighbors, they were up talking, and then I went back to sleep. I woke up again and I heard my neighbor, I don't know what his deal was, if he had indigestion or what, but yeah. And I went back to sleep, and then I woke up and it was still dark, and I says, I'm getting out of here. So yeah. But uh let's see here. Let's do that. Let's see if I got this turned on here. But yeah, I had a really good time. What did I do here? There it is. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. No, I don't want to do that. Let's see here. There. Let me blow this up a little bit. There. But yeah, if anybody wants to call and share your experiences, what you thought, if you went, experiences in any of the rallies. That is my first motorcycle event that I have ever been to. I'm 55 years old, so well, except for Sturgis, of course. Miss Linda and I have been to Sturgis twice together, and yeah, we have a good time. We didn't hang out. We went to Full Throttle. We went to Buffalo Chip and Full Throttle. I remember when we went there, it was pretty full, and we didn't stay too long. We had a couple of beers, and there's actually video on that too. And then and we don't stay at Buffalo Chip, Full Throttle. I usually try and get us a room at Hill City, South Dakota. And we let's see here. Evil Rick, who's the random things I do. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Thanks, White Rock, for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, and Linda gets up at 2:45 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, but yeah, we and Mike, even Mayhem Mike, he told me there Friday. He says maybe I'll come down and meet you on your way back, and that even made it more exciting to meet up and ride back together. He has I think it's a 2022 or 2023 Triumph. I think it's a 1200, and yeah, he can hang right in there with me. So, or vice versa, we kind of take turns leading back and forth, and Evil Rick, thanks for coming in. I don't know how long I'll be on here, but Nemo is a great ride out there. What is Nemo now? You're gonna have to fill me in on that one. Camp out is where the fun is and meeting people. Oh yeah, I was just thrilled. I got to meet Mr. and Mrs. Thumper. And there's another channel that I've been watching, Full Throttle Hog. When I was walking back towards camp here, there was another pop-up with a bunch of t-shirts. And I thought, that looks like the t-shirt he just developed. And I believe his first name is Ryan. And that was his wife that was selling the t-shirts for him. And then Ryan come walking up with his big camera. I'd seen him down by the track where Hey, Gene, now good to see you. 2022 Triumph Bonneville, 1200cc T120. Yeah, but Ryan came up with his camera. I was talking to his wife. I had already given her one of my cards, and he says, "You mind being on?" No, I don't mind being on camera. And she showed him my card and whatnot, and we talked for a minute. And anyway, I'll show you the T-shirt he developed here real quick. He had a couple of them. He had a one called Bagger Daddy, and then this one here, which I kind of like. Let's see here, called Born to Ride, Forced to Work. So yeah. So that was another guy I supported there when I was there. Oh, another thing. Yeah, Thumpers probably remember this. Uh, there was a couple there that he had a street glide. It was orange. And I don't know how he got roped into doing this, but Adam kept pointing them out at the burnout pits because nobody was bringing their bikes up, and and uh, remind me, I'll tell you that here in just a minute, Thumpers. My gosh, yeah, he ended up going and getting his bike, and they rode this bike, to the route to the party rally, and he put it in the pit, and guess what? He popped his tire. He blew his tire, and his wife was not happy at all. So Adam took up a collection for a new tire, and I don't know how much they got. I threw $20 in. I felt bad for the guy because his wife wasn't happy. They got the bike out of there, but later on, I walked over there and I started talking to them, and here they drive a truck and live over here by Whiteman Air Force Base here in Missouri, and they actually they have a box behind the sleeper cab of the truck, and they have a hoist that hoists it up, or not a hoist but a ramp, a winch that brought it up. Yeah, he won. Yeah, he won the tri-tip. Yeah, Thumper said he yeah. uh oh my gosh, they had to call their son to come down with a truck and trailer to pick them up. But anyway, they haul their bike around in their semi when they're traveling, and when they get, probably somewhere they don't have a load or something, they unload the bike and go for a ride. So very nice people. He was having a blast. Oh yeah, $575. What was that for a tire? I thought maybe Adam would have had a tire over there in the shop for him. Unaffiliated was there. Oh, is that another guy with the channel? Ah, the guy that threw the peace sign up. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. I'll have to look that one up. Uh yeah, I'll see here. Give me just a second here. Morgan's ready to go to bed. She's in there talking to him. Unaffiliated. There he is. Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't know who that was. I'll have to check his channel out. That's awesome. Thanks, Thumpers. I appreciate that. Oh, that's what they collected for his tires. Awesome. That's cool. But yeah, I had a good time. I was tired. Uh, it wasn't too bad the next morning when I got up. I was kind of tired, but I did get a little bit of sleep. Uh, I know and I realized why I don't like uh tent camping at a rally, because my first time to Sturgis back in 19, I camped out downtown Sturgis at the Sturgis Campground RV park, I guess it is. It's right across the bridge from the main stuff. And that thing went all night long. I couldn't believe it. Hey, Bob Bertels made it in. Thank you, uh, Dad. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe the people that ride their bikes up and down Main Street or the main drag there all night long. It reminded me of when I was a teenager cruising the avenue, or where else did we go? We went to the one ways in Quad Cities at night and cruised all night long, you know. It was, and it kind of reminded me of that. I think about 1 o'clock in the morning, at 1, 2 o'clock, it probably calmed down a little bit, or at least that's what I think, because I went to sleep. So yeah. Will I go again? Yeah, I'll go again, but I'll make sure I get an Airbnb or a hotel room, or uh something. I don't know, because I don't know, you know, you get our age and it's like, good grief, kids, go to, turn it off sometime. And I felt bad when I left that morning, because I did see a couple of RVs, said that were breaking down, getting ready to leave, because the sun was up when I pulled out, and I didn't get a chance to say hi or bye, or thank, Mr. and Mrs. Thumper for talking to me and laughing a little bit. Yeah, I was when I'm the rumble never stops at Sturgis. You're right. Hill City, South Dakota is, if you go to Deadwood and go south, you'll run into Hill City, South Dakota. That is where the Smoky Bear is. The wood carvings and the great big Smoky Bear. And uh and I usually stay at the Lantern Inn. In fact, we stayed there, and there's a grocery store right across the street. There was one night we went and got chicken or something over there at the grocery store and came back, and we sat out front in our chairs just waving at people. I think I've got a video on that too. If you look that up, that's 2022, or was that 21, hon? I don't remember. That's somewhere in. Yeah, the cabins are really nice at Adams Campground. When I went down in January, they put me in the farmhouse cabin, and I really liked that because the animals were right there. So, uh, I didn't I didn't want to get any strikes on the music that was playing at the party and stuff, so that's why I kind of muted it. Um, and I didn't show, the veterans going up on stage, sitting down and getting their, a shot and stuff, because of the gals. And uh oh, okay. Okay. uh yeah, I've got the well, it's on this other side. I've got the map of Sturgis right here, or the hill, the Black Hills, whatever. But yeah. But yeah, I didn't want to get any strikes or anything like that, or show anything, whatever. So yeah, it was a good time, of course. And then they have a costume contest, and you see the people walking around with costumes on and whatnot, and you know, uh, I was really tired, so the links to my those videos. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find them. I have to put it in the description or something. Uh, but yeah, I told Miss Linda, I says, man, I says, if we ever get the chance to do that hot dog thing, I said, we could be the champions, because yeah, believe me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We uh we would have a good time if we ever did that. But no, I was real thankful that I got to meet, some people and talk to them, the Thumpers. They made me feel welcome, you know, and it was a good time. But yeah, I'd like to go again sometime. Uh, oh my gosh, got to find him. My gosh, that's a lot of. I got a lot of videos. I don't even know how many darn videos I have. But I am working on the. I am working on the. There's my January trip. Let's see here. I don't know if I can do that right now or not. Here. Hang on a second.
How are you doing?
You guys got it. I have. Oh, gosh darn it. But I am working on the. What did I do? Oh, but anyway, yeah, we last year I came back for Sturgis and I came down with the sea. So, and I was supposed to go to the truck driving national championships, and I couldn't go because of that. So it was. She didn't test positive, but I did, and you know, I was really disappointed. So, well, I don't know how long we've been on here. I've just about ran out of stuff to say. 27 minutes. All right, hang on a minute here. Let me see if I can find this. My gosh, there's a lot of memories on my videos, and that's broken wrists and getting healed up, and my camper trailer. I've got another trip coming up October, and that's down in Texas at the Pinecone Fest meetup, and that is coming up. Oh my gosh, Mark, if you're still on here, you could tell me when that is. I think it's the 13th, 14th, 15th. Yes, because I have to be back here on the 16th, and I get to drive Miss Linda to. She's gonna have a scope done on her knee, and yeah. Hang on a second.
How are you?
I'm going to show you this real quick here. I can do this. Hold on. Where's that? Here we go. Here. Watch this.
Doing? Yeah. I don't have any food for you. Sorry.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You want the link to my live stream. Oh, you talking about on our Instagram, Ray? Okay. No, it's OBS. Yeah, this is an OBS Studio app. I haven't figured out the StreamYard deal yet. If you went on StreamYard and emailed me the link to StreamYard, I could probably jump on yours. I haven't figured out how to do all that yet. Yeah. The Stubborn Dallas meetup? No. This is, if you look up Pinecone Fest on Facebook, it is kind of like a homesteaders meetup. This is how I got started on YouTube, kind of. I started following a lot of farming and homesteaders and stuff, and I I started out that way kind of because I used to have cows and calves, horses, whatnot, and then and at that time too, I was well after I got I was riding motorcycles also then too. So uh, some of my older content, if you go back and look, is some stuff to do with the farming and the cattle and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, I went down there in January and I got a kick out of that donkey. And Mrs. Thumper, she did a short live the other day of that donkey, and I was like, oh, he's still there. You be at Henry Horton for Dallas next weekend. Okay. Now you guys, Mr. Thumper, you said you were going to Indiana. Are you guys going to Indiana and then down to Dallas, or are you just going to Dallas? So, man, you're really running around. Yeah, two old people on the couch. How you doing, Debbie? Cool. Yes, XM biker. I live in Missouri, just on the north side of Kansas City. Um, uh, Ray, Ray's Moto Life says, I don't think they know where they're going when they wake up. Yeah, yeah. I don't think wherever either one of them knows where either one of them's at when they wake up. They can't even find each other when they're at a motorcycle rally, right? Yeah, I was really laying it on thick when I got to see him again up there by the office. Middle Tennessee. Oh, okay. But yeah, uh, I've got an obligation to go to Pinecone Fest. I've got some people that I want to go down there and see at that Pinecone Fest, which is in Texas. And Debbie, uh, I can't even remember the name of the town that it's close to. It's a little bit further than Antlers, Oklahoma, Moyers, Oklahoma, where I was at over the weekend. Oh, okay. Well, good. You're going to get them fixed. I guess you got. I think Mr. and Mrs. Thumper, their levelers, I guess, messed up or something. So when Mr. Thumper told me they had to move 4 times. So yeah. Missouri Outlaw, how you doing, Randy? There's another fellow truck driver. But it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough getting up this morning because I stayed up watching the Chiefs game from here in the studio and editing the video. Do I need to take a day off of work for when the YouTube meetup, Mike? Is that what you're talking about? But I have to be back now. Depending on the weather, I don't know if Miss Linda's going to come with me or not, and it depends on the weather if I go or not. Because if we got rain all the way down there and all the way back, I don't, I don't foresee myself doing that. We rode a day and a half of rain on our trip in Sturgis, and that was, if we're on a vacation, I could handle that. But if it's avoidable, I'd rather avoid it. I know. I know Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show. I mean, he would be brokenhearted, and if I didn't show up, he would probably be hanging his chin down at his chest the whole time. Uh, Randy says he's headed to Allentown, Pennsylvania. No, I don't want to go to Pennsylvania. I've been over there. But yeah, I guess nobody wants to call. I won't, if you do call, I won't pass your number on to anybody. It'll be deleted uh, as soon as the live is over and so forth and so on. So, yeah. But Yeah, it was a good time. I guess it really got pretty. How do you want to say this? Pretty wild after I walked away from the stage afterwards. I guess some stuff was coming off and stuff was going on, you know, and I don't know. Dr. Harley, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. That's awesome. Uh yeah, but the next thing I want to do is I want to work on a new intro video, uh kind of change it up a little bit. Uh and as y'all don't know, that is actually my voice on the intro. So, and there's a one of my subscribers, it just they love, she likes hearing the intro video. So, and yeah. Yeah, I've been watching some of your videos, man. That's awesome. Thank you. And that's another thing I would like to do is, uh, gosh, I would love to get some suspension upgrades for the rear. Uh, yeah, because Miss Linda and I, not this last trip, well, when we rode to northern Missouri, it was our first ride with me since I got healed up from my breaking my wrist. Uh, it was a time before that. Um, I need to adjust them stock shocks or something because it was hurting her a little bit when we hit certain bumps. So I do have a gel pad that she can wear. It's your fault you're here. Thank you, Dr. Harley. I appreciate it. Yeah, Ray and I were talking the other day, and that's, I'm thankful for the connection with Ray because I've said this before on my last live. We do have a little bit in common, you know. Uh, I don't like to be crowded, with a bunch of people. I'd rather sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? And I think Ray has the same feelings that I do. You know, I like to sit back and watch and shake my head. Unless a little bit of liquid courage, uh, helps with that for me. But I don't do that very often. I mean, and I'll admit I had two orange juice, orange juices, and it was just to help me sleep. And because I had been fighting the sinus stuff and a little bit of vitamin C and a little bit of that, help me relax, I guess. So, well, thanks, Ray. Ray's Mono Life. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Greg McBee, how you doing? He loves to talk all the time. Yeah, and I told Ray this over the phone. Uh, because I know he does a lot of lives and stuff. Sometime when he's doing a live, I would love to introduce myself to y'all. And I have a real good sense of humor, and I can be serious also. So I think the Thumpers kind of saw a little bit of my sense of humor when they finally found each other. I think Mr. Thumper was kind of jealous that she got a massage and he didn't. So I don't know. But it was that chiropractor, it was an open, everybody could see in, except for the one side. So, yeah. It, and it wasn't an Asian massage, I don't think. Hmm. Hey, thank you, Dr. Harley. I appreciate it. Yeah. But I did talk to, oh, there was somebody down there that I saw that had some Legend suspension. Oh, that was another thing. Um, Shutterbug was standing there, and I thought, my gosh, he looks familiar during the mini bike races. And he was taking videos and this and that. And I said, "Hey," and I walked up. We kind of met, and I says, "You look really familiar to me." And he goes, and no disrespect, I said, well, he says, "Well, who do you think I am?" And I says, "Well, you kind of look like the guy from Florida, Shade Tree." He goes, "No, I'm not Shade Tree." He kind of laughed. He goes, "I'm Shutterbug." Oh, I said, "Dude," I said, "I met you in Kansas City, me and Miss Linda." He goes, "Yeah." I showed him my scar, and I said, "Last time I saw you, I had casts on my hands." He goes, "Yeah." He says, "I remember you." Because I think it's the hat. So, yeah. Who said that? Is that Mr. Thumper or Mrs. Thumper that said that a happy ending? You wanted the one where they push the button and the balloons drop and the clowns come in and all the circus music and stuff like that? That kind of happy ending? Oh gosh. So yeah. Uh yeah, I couldn't believe old Shutterbug was up there. Yeah. I said, "Man, I told him, I says, "Man, I really wanted to ride with you guys from my dealership down to Rawhide, but I couldn't ride because of my wrist." So, uh, yeah. Thanks, Dr. Harley. But yeah, he was a super good guy, and he kind of talked to me for a while about why he did what he did with Adam during the Great American Convoy. So, yeah. But flicking the oh really? Mr. Thumper was flicking the blow up nail there at the costume contest. Is that right? That must have been after he was standing by himself. Mr. Oh, it's always Mr. on YouTube lives. Okay. How are them dogs doing? That's what I really wanted to see was your dogs, you know. I'm sorry I didn't stick around very long. It was kind of a long ride home. Uh till I met up with Mayhem Mike, and we rode 66 back instead of jumping on 44, and then we went up 69 highway up through Pitcher, Oklahoma. If y'all have never been to Pitcher, Oklahoma, you got to check that out. It's an abandoned mining area, and uh but yeah, in fact, when I drive from Kansas City to Muskogee in the truck, I go down 69 highway, and yeah. So all the deal was the night before. Okay. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Oh gosh. Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Yeah. I've never been there, but yeah, Mike and I stopped at fast food joint there, Wendy's Hamburgers in Fort Scott. We sat down and ate in a cold air conditioning, and talked for a while. And uh, wow, Thumper said our adventure started Sunday and went on till today when we left. Okay, yeah. So anyway, well, Ray's Motor Life. I hope you get that taken care of this week, man. I had mine pulled oh, several years ago, and it's not fun. Well, I don't like the dentist anyway. You know, I had a lot of bad experiences when I was a kid at the dentist. So yeah, it's a lot different nowadays. Though they give you that gas, to make you help you relax and Sometimes they turn it up a little bit too much, I remember, and it feels like my head starts spinning. So you go on Wednesday to see the dentist. That's good. That's better than next month, right? So hopefully you can get it taken care of, man. Uh, if it's too infected, they'll probably stick. I hope you're taking. Maybe you're taking antibiotics now. I don't know, because if it's infected and stuff like that, they'll want you to jump on some antibiotics. Oh, he says yes. Good deal. So, next trip down there to the Pinecone Fest to meet up with a bunch of channels that I haven't seen for a while. Evil Rick says, I've got a pair of pliers. Yeah. Who's going to hold him down? That's what I want to know. Of course, he's down there in Tennessee. He's got that jack stuff down there. He can, yeah. No thanks. Tooth pain is worse. Yes. Yes, it is. Of course, the women, they always say we're a bunch of babies, right? They don't know, we don't know what kind of pain, what pain is until we actually, you know, uh, just broke off. Oh, okay. So, so anyway, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the premiere. I just did it as a premiere because I thought, what the heck? And oh, and if you guys haven't seen, I got a couple of pictures I'll show you here real quick. This is when uh, Adam Sandoval was in Kansas City. Let's see here. Here you go. You'll like that. That's Miss Linda and Adam. You believe that? I've got another one if I can find it. Of all three of us. I don't know where it is. I don't see it. Uh oh my gosh. I can't believe it. But yeah, that was a good day when we got to meet him and everything cuz uh where is it at? I don't see it. Oh no. I can't believe it. I don't have it on my desktop. Oh well. But yeah, it was something else. I gave him I gave him a picture of me on a bull riding, and I wrote in there "Happy Birthday" because in his book he talked about never in when he was in Cody, Wyoming, and some cowboy uh, told him, "Oh yeah, we can get you on a bull," blah blah blah. And he never did, and I just kind of wrote in there "Happy Birthday." Keep your mind in the middle, you know. If y'all have never had a chance to read his book, you need to order his book and read it because it's a good read, you know. Uh the way he ended up doing what he did. Indian Mikey, how you doing? Man, I've never seen you in here. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it. Man, you guys are just sharing this out. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. I wish I could find that pictures. All three of us. I've got it on my Facebook, but or in my phone, but I can't do it. I can't do it. So, but I'll tell you what, it wasn't if it wasn't Ray made me. Thank you, Ray. I'll give you all a little history if y'all just coming in. April 14th, I I had a new back tire put on. I got it back here to the house and remounted it, and I actually took my slip-ons off. I've got Vance and Hines slip-ons, and they were getting discolored and rusty, and I painted those and put them back on. Mayhem Mike was actually over here that day, and I said, "Hey, Mike," I said, "I'm just gonna go up the road, real easy, turn around and come back." Well, guess what? being the age as we are, when we get older, we second guess ourselves. So I come down my driveway, and in the middle of my turn, I look down to make sure my kickstand was up. And I know I had, when I look back, I know I already, I had, I just second guessed myself. In the middle of my turn, I looked down, and as I did that, I think I cracked the throttle just a hair and it broke loose, being a new tire. Well, that's the next day. And if it wasn't for Miss Linda being here with me, I don't know what I would. Even Mike too, because I didn't have my helmet on. I didn't have my half lid on, and when the bike did a 180, I went down on my left and broke my wrist with my fall and hit my head. And back Ray's Moto, I've got uppers, and it broke this part of my uppers, and we Miss Linda come running out of the house, and she said, "You were crawling for the ditch on your forearms." Well, that tells me my bull riding instinct took over, because when I would come off the bull, you were crawling for the fence and trying to get up and run. Well, I never did get up and run. I just laid in the ditch there for a minute or two, and Mike come out there. We got the bike back up. I jumped back on it and rode back into the shop about, I don't know, what is it, 50, 60 yards, something like that, with my wrist all jacked up. So I was back and forth from the house to the shop, and my other buddy stopped by, and I guess it took him over a half hour to get me in the car to go to the hospital. So, yeah. Well, I think the first couple of days, I think I did. See, this one here was in a flexible cast kind of thing. I think. I don't know. She could tell me. The showers were fun, though, Thumper. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I got to the point where I could actually do it with one hand, kind of, sort of. I kind of stood up a little bit. But yeah. He'd still be on the toilet if Miss Linda wasn't there. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that was an experience, because they always tell you to be careful on them new tires, and I was trying to be careful, and I 99.9% of the time I wear a half lid, and I didn't throw it on because I was just gonna go up the road, turn around, and come back. In fact, there is another video on there in my videos. What would have been what this is 6 months, 6 months ago is when I probably posted that video. And yeah. So, I wish there was something you could do to those new tires when you mount them before you go out on the street. I don't know if there is something you can do to kind of half-ass prevent that. Excuse me, Mom, sorry. Kind of prevent that. So, yeah, they were split cast for the swelling. And then afterwards, they put on, it was this one here that had the surgery, that they put the plate and pins in. So, yeah, and she cooked for me and everything, and I missed the showers, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway. And even the guys from work, Mayhem Mike brought, I don't know how many was there, Mike, 5 or 6 of you that came by to visit, on a Sunday ride. They did a Sunday ride and came by and shot the bull there for a while, and I was really moved when the boys come by and visit with me and stuff. I just wish I could have had some ribs smoked up or something. come ask you questions about your suspension. Okay. Yeah, Ray's Moto Life. I have to remind me on that. Yeah, I don't know when your lives are, Dr. Harley, but I usually don't get home till about 7 o'clock at night. Um, yeah. Runs side to side with gentle throttle. Huh. There was 9 of you that came by. Yeah. I've got a picture of it on my phone, but I don't remember. I don't know what I did with it. But yeah, that was a really neat day for them guys to come by. In fact, uh, I need to change my calendar. Sunday we're actually supposed to go on a ride. In fact, I haven't said anything to Miss Linda yet because I was gonna see if she wanted to go, but we're gonna ride down to Osceola, Missouri, to Osceola Cheese and get some cheese and stuff and hang out, whatever. It'll be a good ride down there. Very good guy. It'll be a good show. Evil Rick says, I'll be at Hog Rock Wednesday, so I won't be on your live. Cool. So. The Bud Files, how you doing? Good to see you. I don't even know how many. I can't even see how many's in here right now. But yeah, other than that, it was a really really good time down there. It was a short ride. See it? And well, we got 11 in here. Okay. It was a short weekend, really. If I had a couple extra days, uh, to just hang out down there at the camp, after everybody's gone, I'm sure that whole crew is just exhausted, because I mean, that man and Ashley were just, from what I've seen, they were going nonstop. And there was a point over there at the drag pits where nobody was bringing their bikes over. And I thought, man, I'm tempted. I am so tempted. I've never done it before, and I was tempted. And I thought, I would be in so much trouble if Miss Linda had to come down with the trailer to pick me up or somebody, you know what I mean? If I pop my tire. Oh my gosh. So I didn't do it. Yeah. So anyway. Oh, well, it was fun, does anybody have any questions? I'm sorry if it's too loud. I'm watching my meter over here and it just gets a little loud. All right, Thumpers, you're starving. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Jeff, anybody have any questions? I'll keep my mouth quiet there for a minute and see if anybody's got any questions. If not, we're gonna jump off here. We're at 58 minutes, and yeah. Let me turn this off. There we go. Yeah, I'll always be thankful for Miss Linda for taking care of me for 2 months because she was taking me to doctor visits and stuff and putting up with my sense of humor. You know, there was a point where I was really wanting her to order a nurse's uniform, to take care of me. Where are you from? I'm originally from Eastern Iowa, Quad Cities, Davenport, Iowa, and I'm currently been here in Kansas City area since I was 18 years old. Now, yeah, that's been a while. Well, thanks, Heartland. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out, Ray. I'll have to get logged in on there sometime and give you a call, and then we can link. I guess we could link up with StreamYard, work together on it, and show me how to do stuff. So I do have StreamYard, but I just haven't figured it out on my computer yet. So, it's StreamYard. Did I miss another great show from what I've seen? Thank you, Dr. Harley. I appreciate that. I really do. Where you from? Okay. Yeah. So, I second that on StreamYard. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. Well, I'll let y'all go because it's 8 o'clock. I'm sure Miss Linda's ready to. Indian Mikey says, "I'm an idiot and I figured it out. You can do it too." Yeah, I can actually use this studio app that I have through StreamYard. I've done it on other channels before when they're live and they post a link on their chat, and then I can join them. So Ray's Motor Life said needed a break tonight. Yeah, I appreciate that, Ray. I'll have to join in on you sometime there. So anyway, well, if nobody else has any other thing here, I'm gonna one more time, okay? Here's my channel name, and where's that? Hang on, y'all. Where is it? I don't know where it went. It's gone. Oh well. I was gonna play my intro again. It's gone. I don't know where it went. Oh Lord. Oh, one other thing, I do have a post office box, by the way. And here it is. Here we go. Ready? Welcome to Lone Cowboy Adventures, where an ex-bull rider traded his bull rope and his horse reins for the travels and adventures on a motorcycle. Join with him is beautiful Miss Linda. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And as I always say hi to a stranger. You might make somebody stay. There is a story on the Grand Canyon picture, and remind me later, and I'll tell you that story. I was in deep doo-doo with Miss Linda, so. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Say hi to a stranger. Thank a veteran. If you are a veteran, thank you. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? Thanks, y'all, for coming in. We'll talk to y'all later. Be safe.